cricket, playing in England, playing a ICC tournament, the conditions are not that different, or that difficult, I would say, compared to Test cricket. So I think handling pressure is the most important thing in the World Cup, and not necessarily the conditions. So yeah, from that point of view, it will be very helpful. Personally, I think it is probably the most challenging World Cup of all the three that I've been a part of, because of the format that you just mentioned, and looking at the strength of all the sides as well. If you look at Afghanistan from 2015 to now, they are a completely different side, and any team can upset anyone on their day when they have their day going, and that's one thing that we have in mind. So as I said, focus will be to play the best cricket that we can play, and if we live up to our skill sets and our standards that we've set for ourselves, we'll probably be on the right side of the result more often. So that is going to be key. I think every game you have to play to the best of your potential, because it's not a group stage anymore. It's just playing everyone once, and I think it's a great thing to have for any team. It's going to be a different challenge, and something that every team will have to adapt very quickly to. Look, the good thing is every game has a decent gap between each other. So from that point of view, I don't think that players will be burnt out. Even if we have hectic games or intense games immediately, you'll always have time to group together, regroup, and work on the next one. So the best thing is we have 4 tough games straight up, and that will just set the tone nicely for us. Everyone has to be at their best game intensity from the first match onwards, and you don't have any room for complacency, and that's why it's the World Cup. That's why it's the most important tournament in the world, and we expect that kind of pressure from the first second of stepping onto the field. We're not even going to let ourselves think, yeah, maybe the first week onwards we'll get into it. No, you have to arrive on the day, match ready, absolutely 100% match intensity, and start from there and start building from there. And this is the challenge. If you look at all the top class clubs in the world, I would say with football, they maintain their intensity for 3-4 months in a Premier League or in the La Liga. So why not? If we get on a roll and if we maintain our consistency, then we should be able to do it for the length of the tournament games. But look, a bilateral series compared to a World Cup is very different. So you might see a lot of I wouldn't say low scoring games, but 260, 270 kind of games, teams getting those totals and defending it successfully because of the pressure factor. So we expect all kinds of scenarios in the World Cup, but yeah, there will be quite a few high scoring games looking at the conditions. If you look at it, someone like Kuldeep, who's had so much success, it's important to see a period where things don't go your way also, and we are glad that it happened during the IPL rather than happening during the World Cup. So he has time to reflect, time to correct things, and come into the World Cup even stronger. We know the kind of skill set he possesses along with Chahal, and they are really 2 pillars of our bowling lineup, if you want to say that. So look, Kedar also, we understand the kind of pitches they got playing at home. So we were not too worried about looking at Kedar. He was looking in a good space. Yes, he couldn't get runs. T20 is such a format where you don't get a few, you can go on like that for a few games. So we're not worried about anyone's headspace. Everyone was very confident. They were enjoying their cricket. And that's about the only thing you require from them. And playing their first World Cup, look, a team that does well in the World Cup is the one that can handle pressure well, as I said. And secondly, try and be as normal as possible. Looking at the magnitude of those games, the team that stays more focused and more balanced is the team that goes a long way in the tournament. So our focus will be